Hello everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I know I've disappointed you guys yesterday. I couldn't come because I still have a little bit of sore throat and hopefully I'll be fine today. As you can see, I can't even speak louder. And the reason why I came this morning is just to, um, just to explain to you guys that I couldn't make it yesterday to talk about the fibroid and sugar level when you're pregnant, and also talk about my experience about my pregnancy, my first and my second pregnancy. Anyways, I hope you guys just manage the way I look like. I don't have a lot of things to do today as I have only fruits to pack, and the kids will be back in less than so 9, 10, 11, in less than 4 hours, they are back from school. So literally they're not gonna do much today at school as they close on time. And again, Ramadan period is also a time that the kids close on time from school. Hopefully, if my voice is very clear to speak, I will definitely come today to talk about my experience during pregnancy and after pregnancy, how I manage, to take care of my sugar level, my blood pressure, and the machines I used when I was pregnant. Okay, I will definitely bring everything online, and I think you can still see some of the equipment that I used during pregnancy. All right, so if I can, make it, definitely you can also make it, with fibroid. So yeah, so that is it. The kids are going to school today, and I thought they'll be going to school getting in around 8, but I think I was wrong by the timing. So it's the same timing, 7:25, and then yeah, by 11 o'clock they are 11:15 or so. They will be back. So it's just there, and we have 2 weeks breaks. I will continue to come online every morning to make sure that I speak to anyone out there that is ready to listen to what I have to say. And continue my talk show, my TikTok, and always on YouTube too. So I'm looking forward to get a new phone so that I can, go live on my YouTube page and try to grow my YouTube page and do my normal talk show. So yeah, today is just only fruits, and I'm going to start by arranging few fruits for the kids. I'm just so down, I can't talk. The sore throat, I hate sore throat. I hate sore throat, honestly. It takes me few weeks to get over sore throat, and I don't know why I'm having this, I don't know why I'm having sore throat. I hate it. Usually when I travel to Germany or when I'm in a house that have a house that is rugged throughout, maybe in their living room or their room, I do have sore throat. I already know that. And I believe it could be because I've never made research. You see, one thing about me is when I hear anything from my doctor or my gynae, I don't even bother making research. I don't bother, because the moment I dive into getting the facts or trying to read or trying to find out why and what the cause may be, then I'll put myself into a mess whereby I will just be depressed and keep asking myself, why do I have this kind of sickness? So I have found a peaceful way of ignoring anything I was told in the hospital. And this is how it's been working for me. I never ask, why do I have this? You know, I never ask, I never make research. The first time I tried to make research about fibroid or cyst, all right, throughout 3 months, you know, in my pregnancy, I was not myself at all. So the moment you're diagnosed of any kind of illness, you know, sickness, do not go and start making research, because most of the research that you will make may even put you into more stress. So I find out that there is no need for anyone, any human being, to start making unnecessary research of things, because I believe the doctors knows what they are doing and they know how to treat you, and then you'll be fine. Remember, in every sickness that you may be going through, or you may just have initially, there must be a treatment that can, you know, either reduce or get rid of it totally. So when you have this kind of diagnose, all right, from your doctor, do not go and start making, because you definitely see what you don't want to see. You know, some of what it's, I don't want to mention the name of this site. Some of what is on the site are false, are not true. Okay, some of which they did copy and paste. You understand me? And if you look at some of them, they are fake news, and I mean fake information. So even if you ask your doctor that you read about this on the site, the doctor will just tell you anything can be on the site. So it's either you are here with me or here with us, or you go with what is happening in the site. And you know, when you come to me to say, oh, I read this on the site, I'll ask you, what site is it? If it is not a genuine site, you know, that carries a good information or good news, then I will not be watching you. Most times when I go on my YouTube page to see, okay, let me see what is going on here, I see some good doctors that will, you know, they will not put fears in you or send you to a depression state. They will immediately tell you what can happen, may happen. You understand? Some people don't understand when they speak. You understand me? So when they say this may happen if you don't do 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, they never said it will happen. No, because individually we have different body system, from what I understand. All right, and the sickness can only get worse if you don't take precaution of how you treat yourself, or probably listen to the instruction of how you need to take care of yourself. All right, so if you see that you have repetition of, you know, any kind of illness coming back, going, that means you are doing something that is not right. Remember, your doctor can only advise you, give you medication, but they can never stay with you and tell you, or live inside your house and tell you, this is what you need to do, this is how you need to do it. All right, they have given you the step and how to take your medication. It is left for you to, you know, follow their instruction exactly how you are asked to do. All right, so it's just like me coming here this evening, or maybe in the afternoon. I can decide to even have the talk show in the afternoon. All right, because I will be going out around 5 o'clock. I may not have time to come in the evening time. All right, so I may come in the noon to talk about it and have all the equipment ready. They're just in my other room, so I'll just get them ready, and then I'll show you guys how I have been managing myself. You know, I was the one thing about me also is, when doctor tells me things, I know, like I do as I am told, especially if I'm diagnosed of 1 or 2 things, but not everything I listen to, because once it's not relevant to me, I'll just put it at a side, because there is no point when it's not relevant. Okay, so but the relevant one, I will pick them and do as I am told, to see how we can go about it. And the one thing about hospital or doctor are, if you don't listen to the instruction, you don't do as you're told, they know exactly when you don't listen and do as you're told. Okay, but they will never argue with you. They will say, okay, let's try another way, let's do this way, let's do. They know exactly what they are saying and what they are telling you. Okay, because some of them have been in the system for like 40 years, 30 years, 35 years, doctors, experience. So they know what they're saying. They understand human body more than you think you do. All right, and yeah. So how you can also avoid diabetes, I will speak about it. Listen, whatever I'm telling you here is probably what have happened to someone that is close to me, or something that has got to do with me or my children. I don't speak on what I hear or read on the site about people. All right, I can only analyze what I felt. Okay, but whatever I tell you about medication here, it is what has happened to me and nothing apart from that. Okay, not going on some site and reading about other people and what they've done to themselves. It's about, and I'll clearly state it. It is going to be clearly stated that this is what and how I manage to do, and this is how you give people information. Even when doctor sees you talking, they will know that you're saying the truth. When you lie, they will understand that this person is not giving full information of what is going on. Maybe she doesn't want to talk much. Just like sometimes I don't want to expose everything about myself on social media, because I always remember that whatever you put here remains here forever. So one thing about me is the moment I tell you this is what happened to me, I will show you proof. Okay? You will see proof right away. If you don't see me bringing any machine out, just know I don't want to talk about it, but I will bring the machine out. The reason why I'm going to bring the machine out is to tell people out there, to explain to people, to give them hope that if I can make it, if I can have 2 children and even planning to have more, then there is nothing stopping you. All right? You cannot say because you have fibroid, you not have children. All right? We've seen a case of where some people have 1 fallopian tube and they still have children. All right? I've heard about, I don't know how true that is. I'm not going to say what I don't know. I saw it, but I still imagine in my brain, how possible is that? Some people claim they don't even have womb, right? And yet they are pregnant. I don't know how, and I cannot assure you that because I don't know about it. All right, but I understand that if you have fibroid, no matter where the fibroid is in the body, you can get pregnant. Then the procedure to get pregnant, I will explain to you, and you all will learn from my own or from my story. All right, you definitely learn from my story, and then you pick up from there. All you need to do is to always visit the gynae and listen. If one gynae is not doing the best job for you, it's always good to visit another one. Okay, if you're very financially okay, why not? You can visit a gynae to understand. But don't sit at home and start taking bitter leaf, washing bitter leaf, washing what's it called? What's the other one that people take clothes? Scent leaf, trimed, is it trimed? What's the other one? I don't know what the name of the other one is. You start drinking all of those things, thinking you'll be fine. You don't understand what is going on here. Even sometimes the doctor, in my case, there is many stories, that there is many contents I can talk about here. All right, but due to my privacy and keeping myself out from some issues, I will not want to say everything. But remember, they are only human, all right? And that machine that they use to scan is only suggesting what is going on in your body, suggesting, not 100% sure of what is going on in your body. And remember, when the doctor sees it, right, they then understand what they can do or how they can, treat that sickness. Whereby the doctor is not even understanding what is going on. In my own case, they transfer it to another doctor, a professionalist that can come and see it and suggest what they can do and see how that first treatment, second treatment, or third treatment may even work for you. So don't sit at home and start washing bitter leaf, start washing ephedrine, start taking native when you have fibroid. Don't do it. You can do it after your surgery. Yeah, you can start taking, maybe it will help, reduce the growth and all of that. It may work for you. But taking all those herb and thinking it's going to stop, no. And I understand that some people, when they have hemorrhoid, okay, they think it's too much sugar. Well, I'm going to correct all of those things today. When you have hemorrhoid, okay, also, it is not caused by sugar. I remember growing up in Africa, when you have this hemorrhoid pain, your parents will start telling you, eat too much sugar, you eat too much sugar, you eat too much sugar. I know too much sugar is not good in the body, but it is not caused by too much sugar. It is just a normal thing that can happen to anyone at any time. All right. And if you're lacking food that has to do with wheat, and when I mean wheat, like fiber, all right, if you're lacking food that has to do with fiber, all right, you will develop hemorrhoid. And I will also tell you how you can avoid hemorrhoid totally, all right. But if you get to a stage whereby you cannot stand the pain and it's already out and not going in anymore, that means you may have to see a doctor for that, all right. The doctor might first of all give you ideas on what to do and how to go about it, all right. If it's not working, then they have to, you have to go for surgery, all right. And after surgery, you must be taking a lot of fiber in the body. You must be taking a lot of fiber. Listen, when you have any problem of any diseases or infection or whatever, believe me, seeing a specialist or seeing a doctor will help you very fast. Immediately you notice that something is not working in your body, I advise you to see your doctor immediately. Do not start taking, when you notice that it's not working, you understand, not taking self-medication and washing bitter leaf, and these things doesn't work. Don't, it's a growth, all right? And it can shrink away, okay, if you take precaution. If it doesn't shrink away, then you have to go see doctor without no fear. Just know that, just have it at the back of your mind that this must have solution while walking to see doctor, all right? Do not have any negative thought about it may not work. When you do that, that means it will not work. Sorry, it's very simple, okay? It may not work because you already have that doubt in mind that your medication, seeing the doctor will not work for you. But in my case, I always believe, and there is one particular, hospital here, general hospital here, as we may call it, that I love to use here. And I understand that some people cannot use this clinic, but I can use the clinic due to my experience, due to my illness. This hospital has been helping me for a very long period of time here in UAE. So I love to use this hospital. No matter where I am today, I will definitely fly in to make sure I see my doctors there, as my record is there. So they know how to treat me, they know what to do, they know how to handle any situation that can occur in my body. So I advise you to have a very stable hospital that you can always be there, you trust, that you know that, okay, when I visit this place, he understands my body very well. The doctor knows what to do because they have my history, all right? Just like me, I have a particular hospital I use here that has my history. Okay, when I go in, they already know, just look at my history in the computer, see where they stopped the last time and everything. So if you feel any pain, or I'm not saying when you have headache, you have to rush to the hospital. First of all, you take care of yourself for 3 days, and then if it's not working, please, you're advised to see your doctor. All right, and this is how I manage myself. Like now, for instance, I have sore throat, and this has been going on for 3 days. So if it continues for 5 days, then I have to see doctor. Maybe I need to take antibiotics. And as you all know, in the Western world, antibiotic is not something that you can just walk into the pharmacy and buy. No, because there are different antibiotics that work in the, that work for different things in the body. All right, so it is only doctor that can prescribe the antibiotics that you will may likely take for that pain that you are going through. So the moment I have this pain for 5 days, I'll definitely visit my doctor, and then they will, tell me what to do and write something for me, and then I'll go home. So yeah, that is how it is here. And definitely, if you have insurance, things will be very easy for you in Western world. But if you don't have insurance, then you may go through some procedure or process to get to those medication or see a doctor. All right. So these are the things that I want few Africans, especially if you're a new person in the Western world. This is how it works. All right. So yeah, whenever you have any issues that has to do with any diagnosis or anything, make sure you follow what your doctor say to you. Don't listen to side talk and go and start watching bitter leaf. As I'm not saying bitter leaf doesn't work in the body, it's always good to take bitter things once or 2 times in a week. Okay, so yeah, that is good. I love bitter leaf. I have them here. I take them. You know, the only thing I cannot take is scent leaf. I don't know how to take that particular one. So yeah, so my sugar intake is still there. Sometimes you may also need a little bit sugar when you have very low sugar. It is not also good. So everything that have advantage have disadvantage. If you have a low blood pressure, it is worst. Okay, so as much as high blood pressure is not good, low blood pressure doesn't even have a cure. Okay, all these things I'm telling you, make research. If I say make research, don't go to sites. Go and get a article, read about it, understand. In article, you cannot write fake news. You must have a very verified authentication place that you got your story from. All right, that means that you must have a book reference that you got that information from. And this is how it is when you are reading article or journal papers. All right, or you're reading a book. Okay, if you look at the before you start reading any book, make sure the book has got reference. All right, so if the book doesn't have reference, that means it's just a hearsay or imagination. If you're writing a book, there must be references in your book, okay, that can be traced from what you have said. Some people don't know this. They see things without no reference. All right, if you plagiarize things, you must put the link where it is, where you find it. And that is how you would go, trace, read, and see why this person, see what he's saying there, if it tallies to what you are reading. Okay, this is how you find out that a book is fake or a book is not real, or what you wrote is not real. So whatever you're doing, you make sure you look at your reference, which is very important, okay, before you start reading or understanding what you are about to read. Okay, so whatever you see on some sites, it is advisable for you to make full research, further research to understand. All right, for your own sake and for your illness sake, so that you don't go and do what you're not supposed to do. Okay, if you are reading a book and it doesn't have a reference, then don't bother reading it, because there is no point. Or you just want to read it for reading's sake, then it's fine. Okay, so that is that about that today. I just want to have a little bit of, touch of talk about what I said yesterday, because I may not have time to come again today. But if I do, it will be in the afternoon. I may have to come in the afternoon, and then I will sit outside the house to run the show, because my kids will be inside the house playing and doing all of things. So I may have to sit at the balcony of my house, or terrace as they may call it, to talk about it and then show you in a broad daylight where you can see all of the machine that I use during my pregnancy. So you need to get there if you have all of these things. Sugar and diabetes, what you need to do when you have diabetes, you can manage. If you have diabetes, of course you can also get pregnant, but the doctors can manage it for you. All right, and if they ask you to have a bed rest, you need to listen to your doctor, because he knows what he's saying, so that you don't have miscarriage. Okay, when you deserve a bed rest, class, you don't have any choice. Nobody should disturb you. You deserve the bed rest. That will help you keep the baby. That will help the baby more healthy. All right, and if you need a lot of exercise, your doctor will tell you need at least 2 or 3 times daily exercise, and you have to do it. You don't have choice. Some people, when they are walking, okay, they believe they are doing exercise. Okay, you are walking and you feel you're doing exercise. Oh, this one too is exercise now. You're doing yourself. If you don't listen to instruction during pregnancy, then you're affecting yourself. You want a healthy child, you have to listen to your doctor. You want a healthy child, you have to take your medications. Your vitamins. All right. You want a healthy baby. All right. You must follow every step given to you by your doctor. Do not listen to people that will tell you in the olden days. It's different. They eat organic things in the olden days. It's not like most of these days they eat things, things made with fast fertilizers. Okay, it's really non organic fertilizers. So during that time, our parents eat fertilizers still. Sometimes they don't even diagnose us, check us to see what has happened during birth. I have really experienced so many things. I never knew that this is how you should always do during pregnancy, when you're pregnant or when you have your baby. What you need to do, what the doctors need to check, how they need to keep your children record. I don't know all of these things, but because I already have my own children, or during my children time, during my pregnancy and giving birth, I understand how it works, because I was watching with my two eyes and asking questions. Why do you do this? What are the needs of this? Why are you watching the tongue? Why are you watching the eyes? And all of that. So these are the things I was asking my doctor, especially when I'm not sleeping or resting. Immediately they comes in, they will tell me what they want to do to my child, and then I'll ask questions to say, I like to know. I like to listen to doctors directly. I like to listen to their advice directly, speaking to them facially, and that educates me more on what to do and prepare me more on what to do. So yeah, I'll stop here today and then quickly do my fruits thing. Okay, if you want to know more about pregnancy and advice solution, just follow this page and then you will hear from me directly. No one can tell your story. You alone can tell your story. All right, no one can tell your story. Nobody can tell your story. So definitely you alone will be able to tell your story. I'll also put this on YouTube. I'll make sure I put it on Instagram. I'm waiting for my other phone to arrive so that I can always go straight on live video on my 3 or 4 pages, and then yeah, I will speak when it's necessary. And when I see some women making mistakes and don't understand, or they get scared when they see things and all of that, right? There's nothing to be scared about. Just listen, follow the instruction, and you will be fine. If you don't follow the instruction, you may, I don't know, you may not like yourself. Some people, when they don't follow the instruction of doctors, or they don't even go to antenatal classes, they intend to have this what they call fear in giving birth. All right. By the time they give birth, they may lose their 2 legs or 1 leg because they have that fear and they don't have that courage. Some of them don't even visit doctors. Some of them will tell you, I'm fine. You cannot be fine because you don't know what is going on inside you. All right. You need to understand what is going on inside you, and you cannot see what is going on. Even the doctor, by using scan, they are not 100% sure of what is going on inside you. All right. But they know that you need from one stage to another. Okay, they know from 1 month to 3 months, these are the things you need to do. You may not, do everything 100%, but try to do at least 99% or 98% of what you are advised to do. That way, giving birth will be easy for you, even if you're doing a cesarean. Okay, if they're doing cesarean on you, okay, you will be fit. Definitely, trust me, you will be fit, even though it's not something anyone should go through. Right? But you'll be fine in less than 2 weeks. Some people get healed in less than 1 week. Okay, so definitely you will be healed in less than 2 weeks. You're fine. You'll be walking normally, but you still feel a little bit pain and discomfort. Yeah, that will be there. But it's not going to take off your, amputate your hand or your leg or anything, because you are fully ready. Like I said from the beginning of my video, if you watch my first video, you must be ready to physically, mentally, emotionally, and every, state to have babies, to have children. You must be physically fit to have children. You must be ready to have kids or child. All right, so I'll quickly get the fruit out. I was supposed to start the show around 5 o'clock, but I was just still sleeping on the bed, relaxing myself, trying to put myself together. Once I start speaking, I don't feel pain. Immediately I stop speaking, I start feeling pain. Okay? I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Just be physically ready. make sure that when you're pregnant or after pregnancy, you don't start acting up. Just, build yourself. That's the word I would say. Build yourself. See how you can take care of yourself. Be prepared. I don't know how to say it, but you need to be prepared so that you don't fall into depression after giving birth. So yeah. Just keep this in the fridge. Okay. Supposed to put a lot of water here. Just get the bag out. There is nothing there. I just had little food because they will come back and rest for hours. So there is no point to put a lot of things. I used to do a lot of things before, but no, not anymore. So I'll just leave this particular one that I've done. Okay, yes, let me just get this. Yeah, I'll just add this vitamin C. I'm also taking vitamin C, okay, and it helps reduce the pain for this sore throat a lot. When you go to the hospital, that's what they will ask you to buy, vitamin C and maybe antibiotics to, take off the pain or kill the disease. That's all. Here, they will not even admit you. Even when they see you're seriously in pain, they will not admit you immediately. They will tell you to go home. But when you are back the second time, you will just go straight to admission, admission room. They will admit you immediately because they know that you are now in pain. Alright? So it doesn't work like immediately you come here, then if your case is a serious case, of course you will be admitted immediately. Okay? If ambulance brings you in, you will definitely be admitted immediately without no wasting time. Immediately. So yeah, that is how it works. Okay? And that's why I keep advising people to take vitamin. It's important. If you're not getting enough vitamin from fruits, go and get the tablet one. Get the tablet one for yourself to increase your vitamin. I'll go to the supermarket when I have time this week to see which vitamin I can always take for my hair growth. Okay, and see how it works. It may work out fine. It may work out fine for me. You never can tell, right? So yeah. I'll get myself a nice vitamin for my hair because I don't know if I would say since I was born, my hair has never, I've never have a very long hair. Never, never, never. I've never experienced a long hair. Just that length I showed you. And that is where it stops. Class. No more, no less. If you like, put audio relaxer on it. That is where it will stop. At least you'll be able to pack it a little bit. After then, no way. Okay. It's not long. So what I want to do now, because I don't have this experience in the past, so I want to go get a medication. No, sorry. I want to get a supplementary of hair growth that I can be taking. Let me see, within 3 months, I know that I should not be expecting within 1 month. No. Within 3 months of whatever you're taking, you will see the reaction on you. If it's working, then I will know. I'm just being careful because I don't want my tummy to, I managed to keep fit like this. It takes me more than how many months to get this shape. This belly that you see used to be very big. And it can also be caused by fibroid. When you have fibroid, you see your tummy big. And when people see me, they think I'm pregnant again. Okay? So that is it. When I'm pregnant, you never know. I can't be pregnant like this, and you will not know that I'm pregnant. Alright? Only when the bump is coming out, maybe growing like 6 months or 7 months. That is when it will show, you will see it physically that yes, she's pregnant. So there are things that we need to do. Some people don't know this. Some people don't even have idea of what I'm saying here. And yet they will not follow the page to understand what is going on. Some people see their period 1 or 2 times in a year. There are things that you can do to stop that. If you are very serious and you are determined, like me, like I said before now, if I'm trying to achieve anything, I go for it without looking at what people may even think about it. I focus. I achieve, my goals. When I am very, very focused, I move without looking at what you're saying. Because I know what I want. I know where I'm going to. I know that this particular place I am is for me to achieve my aims. So if you get distracted, all right, you will never reach your goal. All right. If you listen to what people will say, you will never reach your goal. So how do you reach your goal? It's only by focusing and just continue to focus, continue to move, progress without looking. People will come and say 1 or 2 things, but does it really matter? Does it really count? No. So I'll quickly get the kids back and then I'll call it a day. I'm taking a shower. Go and brush your teeth and Well, it's okay, it's 7:25, you still have time. I thought you said okay, it's fine, we still have time. We'll just shower them and I'll brush their teeth. See my child. I hope the auntie is watching. Come on, Fua. You forgot. And see Alexander. So that is it all. See this. Everywhere is very quiet. I love Ramadan period. I swear, I love Ramadan period. I promise that I will go to, what is the name of this thing itself? Bush company yesterday. But I couldn't. I don't even know because I was really in pain. I wasn't even talking to nobody in the house. I was just doing me. Once I'm not feeling very strong, I don't like to talk. I just stay calm, observe. Like I said, I love to observe a lot. What can I do? How do I do this? What will I do, Should I just ring up my doctor to say this 1 or 2 things? But you have to be careful when you call your doctor because whatever you tell them, they will tell you start coming. They'll tell you start coming. I can't believe my tummy will go down like this. And no take nothing, no tea. Nothing, just my exercise. This walking, you know. Some people will say, oh, I've worked for 2 years. Me, I've worked for 8-9 years. When I just moved into UAE, my husband will work in the morning. So at that time, I was thinking, what's this man doing? For Nigeria, I'll just enter my car and drive off, you know. I will not even stress myself. But the day I understand what my husband was doing for me, oh Lord, I was like, so this is what he was telling me, that I'll make a little bit video about my journey in a little bit, and then I'll post it. I was like, so this is what he was trying to, you know, help me to get fit, you know. Anyways, I'll stop here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for those that will still watch. Thank you for liking my page. Thank you for following my page. Thank you for sharing everything. Hopefully, I'll be able to talk to those on TikTok to, you know, join me here every time, because this is where I'll be doing most shows. I'll talk to my followers. At least I have about how many followers. I'll talk to them and then see if they can come here and always join me on my live video. Even though I know the timing is not the same, and then it's also affecting, and I understand that bit. But if you're going to watch this video, make sure you understand what I am saying. Don't assume. Listen, understand, digest. You know, pick whichever one that is important for you on this video. Don't just look at the title or topic of the video. Try to watch the video himself to understand what I have said on the video. I can write on this video to say my story or my journey. So you don't understand because you just read the title and you don't feel the need to play the video, to watch the video. There is no point for you to watch the video because she said my journey. What do I want to do with her journey? Read, go to the video, you know, click on the video and listen. You know, it will help. Very soon I'll start my vlog, and that will help me a lot. I mean, my news blog also, because I'm trying to work on that also so that everything will work together for good, and it's going to be a permanent job for me. And this is how I'm going to be operating from now. Thank you for joining me. See you again later in the noon when I have time, when I feel free, you know, from this pain. I'll definitely come and have a chat and show you evidence of what I am talking about. If not, you will see the machine is not new. You will see the other one, the sugar machine is not new. If I have another machine to show you, I will show you. But if it is not something that I want you to know, just know that I don't want you to know about it, but I just want to explain or talk about it. Just forget about it because I don't want to expose myself too much on social media. Thank you all and see you later. Bye for now. Bye.